Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, December 22nd, Christmas week. What's going on? Mixed market today. NASDAQ up, Dow and S&P down fractionally. So, hey, Trump did not sign the stimulus bill yet, and he hasn't indicated when he's going to sign it. So basically the bill is in limbo. He said in the coming days. I believe that was what was communicated to the media. When is he going to sign it? In the coming days. If he doesn't sign it, that's the same thing as a veto. They call that a pocket veto. And then Congress would have to override with a three-fourths majority. That would be in the Senate and the House. And I think they probably have the votes for that. But it kind of sucks that he's not signing it. And if he doesn't sign it, that's nasty, man. But, don't run it by Trump because he's capable of anything. Hey, I made a new podcast today, but it'll be up on my podcast site tomorrow. Just want to let you know. So, yeah, we had a mixed performance today. Look, I'll just go back to what I've been talking about, which is the primary fundamental, and that's the fiscal flows. We're up over 300 billion over last year. I may be noticing a little bit of improvement, and it's too soon to really tell, but a little bit of improvement in the employment and withholding tax flows. Now, I'm not sure if that would be due to conditions getting a little bit better, or if it's just that tax liabilities have gone up. That's a problem too, because the money that was paid out from the CARES Act back in March, that raised tax liabilities for lots of people and for lots of companies. So that's one of the reasons why, for example, in the corporation income tax flows, which I've been talking about, we see a big positive differential year over year. And it recently really ramped up right around the 15th of the month, because that was quarterly corporate tax payments. And that's because tax liabilities have gone up. That money that was paid out in the CARES Act, for example, in those PPP loans, the payroll protection plan loans, if that money was used for expenses that were not eligible for deduction, then that's treated as income, and it's a higher tax liability. So that's part of the reason why we're seeing the big increase year over year in tax flows, at least corporation income tax flows and individual income tax flows. We haven't seen it in withholding and employment tax deposits, and that's because, the job market is still kind of weak. I mean, the economy's creating jobs, but at a slower pace. Look, last week, right, I think it was something like 885,000 unemployment claims. That was the highest in 5 months. So we got to see. But I'm noticing it looks like a little, let's put it this way, it is not accelerating down, those employment and withholding tax flows. They're not getting worse, okay? So it's not like a precipitous fall. It's not like an acute problem. It's kind of more like a chronic situation. And that's why we need this stimulus. I just read today that American Airlines is going to take back furloughed workers now that Congress reauthorized the PPP loans. So that's good. We're going to start to see that go back up again, some employment numbers. But hey, Trump's got to sign the damn bill. What's he doing? He should have signed it yesterday. Everything was signed, sealed, and delivered. The House of Representatives and the Senate yesterday. The deal was done. He could have signed it yesterday. He didn't sign it yesterday. As far as I know, he didn't sign it today. And the word is he's going to sign it in the coming days. And who knows? We're talking about Trump. He could change his mind. You know, I spent many years as a floor trader on 4 exchanges. I was on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange trading S&Ps. I was in New York, COMEX, the NYMEX, the New York Futures Exchange. When I hear people talk about day trading now, like, I really advise people against this. I mean, back in the day when we were trading on the floor, you know, that was the closest thing back then to kind of these algo traders today, where they literally front run orders electronically. I mean, these algos, they literally see the orders coming down the pipe, so to speak, and they jump in front of it. And we were able to see that because we saw the order flow in the pits. So, and even then though, that was a hard thing to consistently do. All right, you made money, you lost money, you made money, you lost money. We were also market makers. You know, that was a very lucrative way, if you can, you know, carve out a little niche for yourself in the pits to be a market maker. You know, you're buying at the bid, you're selling at the offer. Worst case, you're scratching a trade or breaking even on a trade. But even the big traders in the pits, I mean, they had a position, and they had like a long-term position. And I used to watch some of the really big guys on the floor, and they were a marvel to watch. But it's the same thing if you boil it down into a tiny, minute time frame. Like the guys in the pits, the bigger guys always were position traders. The small little fish, the minnows, you know, they were scalpers. They were trying to front run those orders. They were market makers. Nowadays, and there's so much stuff like on YouTube. I see, you know, hey, all you got to do is, you know, we got this system here that's going to help you make money every week, and don't pay attention to that. That's not going to help you. And I think a lot of people fall for that because, once again, it's the get rich quick scheme. And that's, you know, people just don't have patience. They want to make big money overnight, or they just want to make money like right away. This takes time. This is a combination of skills. It's about the understanding, the economic understanding, the MMT. It's about behavior, and that's the hard one. That's the one I talk about all the time. Personal behavior, mental game, that stuff, that takes training. That takes training like any kind of physical training. That's like bodybuilding, or if you want to be a top athlete, you have to train to attain a level of proficiency, to attain a high level up here. That's not just something, hey, yeah, I'm going to be disciplined. Like, I don't even like when guys go around saying, hey, you got to have discipline. Like, what is that? Or how do you get it? I show people how to get it. I mean, the way to get it is to put yourself into difficult situations and learn how to handle that over and over and over again. You know, it's like building up, as they say, it's like building up calluses on your brain. To be able to handle that emotional stress. That's what you need. And that's what I help people with. Anyway, that's the update for today. Tomorrow I will post, you know, it was a quiet day. Basically, it was a quiet day. Everything's positive, folks. The flows are positive. You're going to get these little hiccups. You know, people who say, oh, it was baked in using figurative language, speaking in metaphors like they're baking a cake. That's just silliness. Nothing was baked in. Nobody got a check yet. Nobody got supplemental unemployment benefits. The PPP loans didn't start yet. All the stuff that has yet to come from that bill still has yet to come. So nothing was baked yet. The ingredients are there, sitting on the countertop. But Trump's got to sign the bill. See everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.